uh, they stand the risk of going to jail, then they will understand that this is not just about seizure, or where the NDLA is not just going to limit its efforts to the seizure of these illicit substances or just mere arresting them, but that they stand to spend a lot of time in jail. And not only that, the agency at the moment has also strengthened its access for official efforts, meaning that we're not just only targeting the big guys within this criminal circle. We are also targeting their consignments as well as targeting their assets. So we're going to be going after their. That's exactly what is at play in this case,
Indeed.
just like in many other cases we had secured convictions over in the law courts.
Mr. Babafemi, there's an interesting detail in this, your release. In the case of Shaibu Isa and Zidon Zoga, they were arraigned before Justice Bala Usman, convicted to 35 years imprisonment, bringing the combined years in jail for both of them to 70 years, or pay a fine of 25 million naira each. How is the NDLEA reacting to the option of fine, especially for a booming business where it is assumed that the drug kingpins might be money bags and do have the capacity to pay these monies and return to the crime?
Yeah, absolutely. That's one area that the NDLEA has been working with other stakeholders to see how we can mitigate that. And one of the steps that the agency had taken and one of the results of those efforts is the amendment of the NDLEA's act, which in that amendment, that element of it of giving judges the power to give an option of fine is taken off from the law. So that leverage is removed, and that way we're only, I mean, the judge would only be left with the option of sentencing and getting these people right into jail. So that element of it, that part of it is taken off from in the new amendment, which we hope will soon be transmitted from the National Assembly to the President for assent. So that it's one challenge, but then for us, it's still their conviction and even the heavy fine imposed in the case of the two that you mentioned is still a step forward, because in this case it may be practically difficult for them to be able to raise that fund. And in the other three cases, you can see that option of fine is not there. So those ones have no other alternative than to go to jail and to forfeit their assets.
Well, there are conversations as to whether or not these convictions are enough if we are tightening, the loose ends and creating sustainable structures to make it practically impossible to bring these drugs into Nigeria. But we'll find time to have that discussion subsequently. Director of Media and Advocacy of the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, thank you for talking to us.
Always my pleasure. Thank you.